Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing this Nokia C12 and then I'll be doing a review of it too. So let's just jump straight into the unboxing. Got a bit of highlights on the back there. Peel back this sticker on the top. Flip this back. Two on the side. Get the box out. We've got the phone sitting here on top, wrapped in this, well, that's a cheap looking plastic. Put that to the side, and there's some weight to this, and yes, we have the battery. I haven't seen this in a long time, so that's already a positive for me. Paperwork, the usual bits and bobs. Instructions on different things here. Charging, inserting the SIM. So we've got the 3-pin UK adapter here. USB-A, nice little compact plug. And then the micro USB charging cable. So that's a bit 5 years in the past, but anyway, let's get the box out of the way. We'll pop the battery in first, get the phone out, and little tab here on the side unclicks all the way around. I have to say, I haven't come across a phone like this in a very long time, you know, putting a battery into the back. It just takes me back to the 2000s. So let's just click this back in. That's all done. Hit the power button. This phone is rocking Android 12, I believe, and it's on the Go version. So welcome screens come up. So what I'm going to do is set this all up and then use it for a few days, and then I'll obviously give my review on it. Moving on to the design and build. You can see here the materials that have been used. So it's a polycarbonate back, has a nano texture which is going to help with giving a bit more grip, but to be honest it didn't make much of a difference. Power button there on the side, volume buttons. You have one camera on the back with a flashlight. And then here's the loudspeaker, little cutout, there's a little dimple on top. And this has this kind of nano texture, as I just said. It's a micro USB port there, and the microphone on the bottom. Nothing on the left side, and headphone jack. So that's another plus for people that do use headphone jacks. So if we just take the back cover off, you can see here the IP52 water resistance, and then this is just the polycarbonate plastic back. Seems rigid and stuff, but Nokia are known for their durability. And then if we just have a quick look, we've got the micro SD slot on the left, and then a space for 2 SIM cards on the right here. And then this is the battery itself, and again the loudspeaker port at the bottom. Put that back together. And on the front we've got the earpiece, and then you can see the selfie camera. Thickness wise, I mean, it's not the thinnest or the thickest, so I'd say just a average, and seems solid enough, giving it quite a bit of pressure there, no creaking noises, so that's a good start. So moving on to the display. This phone's got a 6.3 inch LCD display. We can see there's a PPI of 278, 720p, and to be honest, this is not the best of displays. I'll just bump the brightness up here. I mean, considering the price point, it's good enough, but for me, I feel like the Moto E13, which falls into the exact same category, had a better display out the box. So if we just head into the settings just to see what options we have, got brightness level, adaptive brightness, we've got, what else is it here, screen timeout, just your usual stuff, nothing fancy. Turn on dark theme if you wanted. We have a night light, so that's going to make up display size. It's just obviously the text size of the screen there. Night light would just turn on, yep, makes the screen a bit more orange, so it's a bit more easy on the eyes. and then we have white balance, cool or warm. Yep. So it's just your standard options for a budget smartphone when it comes to screen. I'm just gonna check here, so you have an option for screensaver. But if we just do a quick comparison, this is my iPhone 12 Pro Max and the Nokia C12, which is the phone on the top, and my iPhone is the bottom. I mean, there's like slight differences in color temperatures, but obviously that's adjustable on both phones, but it's okay. I mean, on this YouTube video the maximum was 1080p on the Nokia. So if you just quickly look at YouTube on both phones, you can definitely see the iPhone is a bit more sharper. And if you tilt them from the side, yep, the Nokia, you can see, has this like dimming effect going on, but still alright. And outside was a bit of a struggle. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I could see what's going on the display, but you can see that it's not the brightest, but enough for me to still use the phone. So when it comes to performance, this phone is rocking an octa-core Unisoc processor, and I have to say, after my time using it, it's not the best when it comes to just generally using the phone. There were a lot of times when it starts, you can see here we got 2 GB of virtual RAM which can be turned on, but it occupies storage, so I've had that on anyway just to help it a little bit. But I've noticed flickers, frame rate dropping here and there, but nothing drastic, but just odd little things of when the phone would start out. Obviously if you've been using it intensely and the processor is a bit hotter, it's going to do that, which is the case with any processor. And if I just kind of go around the interface here, we can just see this takes, depending on what app you're opening, it does take a few seconds for them to open, and you get this kind of loading, but that's obviously internet speeds as well at the same time. We just quickly run some benchmark tests. So if I jump into 3D Mark here, and I was going to run the slingshot test here. I'm going to fast forward this whole bit. So we can see from running that test, we've got a score of 666. Devil sign and that, but I mean, expecting this kind of result for the chipset being used. You can see here it compares it to popular devices, iPhones, Xiaomi, and just a bit more information on the CPU clock, the battery, peak, and the temperature. So I'm just going to quickly run Call of Duty on here, and you can see graphic quality highest is low, and then the frame rate we only have medium as the highest option. And I did download the HD resources pack. So if we just quickly jump into this team deathmatch just to get an idea of what the game runs like on this chip. Select that one. We just have a little run around. I have to say it's not as fluid as what I would get on my iPhone, but wasn't too bad. There wasn't any major frame rate dropping. And as I go around the interface here, so I'm on the Google Play Store, you can see it just takes a few seconds for things to pop up, like the keyboard there, and that's me with my bad typing. I'll just search for it like that. Just gives you an idea of like how the interface actually works. So moving on to cameras, this phone has one main camera on the back and a selfie camera on the front, and we have these different options. So we've got photo, video, portrait, night, and already just looking through the viewfinder you get some sort of idea. But if you head down to the settings, you can see all these different options. You've got the grid, shot sound, where you store it, HDR's on, And then the video resolution for the rear camera, highest we have is full HD, which is 1080p or 720, and then from the front, which is the same. So I'll just do some test video footages so you get an idea of what you're dealing with. Just put this down here, just take a quick picture. You can see it takes a good 2 seconds for it to actually take the picture, and that isn't the best of quality. I mean, I've got plenty of sunlight coming in. So here I've swapped my normal camera out for the Nokia, and you can just see the difference in quality. I've got the torch on there and I've turned it off here. It just looks washed out, blurred. This is outside. You had a really sunny day, so plenty of light coming through, and again it's just all washed out really, isn't it? It's not the best camera there to be. I mean, if you just want to get your standard footage, it'll be good enough. It's the zoom, which goes up to, I believe it was 4 times. Just checking the focus. And then this was just some footage with the selfie camera. Again, this was FHD 1080p, and a snap here with the Nokia. And then this is compared to the iPhone 12 Pro. And then this is again from the Nokia. Pictures ain't too bad, so let's just move on to audio. So we have the loudspeaker on the back here, and it's just coming from there, so I'll just leave this next segment for you to listen to. There's a PS4 controller, just so you get an idea of what you're dealing with. And this iPhone 8, so it's fairly compact size, I have to say. So if we just jump straight into the setup, I mean, it's going to be similar to every other Amazon.
The sun has been shining in the United Kingdom for more than 3 days, and we all look like this. We've all eaten a nectarine and gone like this. We've all been gardening. We don't know.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 4 5 6 7. This is a test to see the audio quality through the earpiece. So for battery life, Nokia claims you can get a whole day's worth of battery life from this phone, and I have to say, from my use, I've been using it for a few days, charging it overnight, 100% in the morning. Day starts around 7 8 in the morning till the evening, and I'm using it throughout the day. So we can see screen was on for 5 hours 56 minutes. I was using various apps, TikTok, YouTube, Disney Plus to watch things, just using it for phone calls, messaging, browsing Chrome, amongst other things. And I did get to the end of the day with probably around 10% left, just under, but it all depends obviously on how much you use the phone, and I'm using it more than what someone would normally do just because of testing, but I would say that claim holds true. And in conclusion, I have to say this phone is worth it for the price. So you're not getting anything particularly amazing, you're just getting cameras which are quite bad, to be honest, but that's expected, so you get what you pay for in this instance. Me personally, I think Moto E13 is better value wise for what you get. I mean, the cameras on there are still not good, but still better. The processors, what I feel like is a bit better than what you get on here, and just amongst different features. So check out my Moto E13 unboxing and review I've done using the link on the top right. And generally I would say if you just want a simple, smart phone on a low budget, then you can't go wrong. But if you want processor power, better cameras, more features like biometric security, things along those lines, then yeah, you'd have to pay a bit more to get those. But if you want just something like a second phone with a day's worth of battery life, then I could recommend this phone. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If there's anything that you'd like me to include in further videos that I do, just leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, hit the sub button, and don't forget to hit the like button also, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.